Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news edition / update of the NJCourts TV channel, Court News Station. Oh yes, and I think for most people this is going to be a breaking news update. Reason why I say it's an update is because this is going to be following up with a case that we actually, I guess you could say, started. I wouldn't even say an investigation yet, but we did cover, and that has to do with the Hampton Brandon arrest, which happened yesterday. So we weren't even aware of that until kind of towards the end of yesterday's breaking news update, which had to do with Ski Mask Andy's jail interview. But while we did that breaking news update, we had found out during that show that Mr. Let's see, I guess you could say, should we call him Hampton Brandon or by his legal name, Rosso? Grosso, not Rosso, excuse me. There's a G. Was arrested, and he was booked in on December 15th. Okay. So most of y'all, especially if you followed that yesterday's show, you probably are aware of who this individual is. We even watched a few clips in regards to, who that person was and even their relation to Ski Mask Andy back in the old Hollywood days. But I have an update in regards to what has happened as far as what charges he is facing now. Probably going to give us a better idea as to what happened that evening, although I don't have all the details. That's probably going to require a FOIA request, and that's going to be obviously requesting the police report. And that'll probably give us all the details. But I believe, based on what I'm going to show you tonight, especially if you're a little bit legal savvy, let's just put it that way. I think when you see the charges that are, listed or what this individual's facing, allegedly, you'll probably get, like I said, a pretty good idea as far as what possibly happened between an altercation that apparently was between him and I believe a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, another female. Let's just put it that way, another individual. So I'm going to be breaking that update for you. And before I do, I want to give a special shout out. A lot of this information came in the form of an IG message, and that individual was DJ Darren. So DJ Darren, as a matter of fact, is a member of the jury. I want to say thank you for your support, and I want to say thank you for sending me some of this information that we're going to be sharing with everybody this evening. Like I said, I really count and appreciate on all the information you guys share with me. Like I said, this channel wouldn't exist without you guys. So appreciate your help with that info, DJ Darren. And for any of you all that have, sent any tips, any information, any comments, things like that to the channel, appreciate all your support and your information as well. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going to give about, a couple of minutes for people to get the notification. We've got about 90 people in chat, so welcome to everybody. I want to say welcome to all my mods this evening. Thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday night and being here. Like I said, when we do these breaking news updates, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of time to put a notification out. So I want to say thank you to the mods for being here. I want to say thank you for everybody that's here, including all you members of the jury. I appreciate for you being here and taking time out of your Saturday evening and spending it here with this breaking news update. All right. Let's see here. I think what I want to do is start off by playing kind of the video, and that'll give us a refresher, especially for people that weren't here yesterday or caught my last live stream or show. Let's get everybody kind of updated on what happened with Mr. Hampton Brandon. So what I'm going to do is just replay, and it's just going to be the last part. We're not going to play the whole 13-minute video, but pretty much this was covered by I guess you would say a local media news station. And that's where I believe another channel, I think it's a clip channel, and we'll be shouting them out here in a bit because that's where we're going to be playing this clip from, use that news channel media and is what, brought all this to everybody's attention or to the light of the YouTube streets. So we'll play that video so you guys can get a kind of a, idea or a glimpse of what happened with Mr. Hampton Brandon during his arrest. And then I'm going to go ahead and segue right into the charges. We're going to look at, see what charges he's facing, allegedly, and what his bond amount looks like right now. And we'll take a look and see when his next court hearing is. That way I can put it in the calendar, and I will keep my eye out and see if I will be able to obtain or bring you guys any video or audio footage of that said hearing. Okay, let me just get kind of settled in. Get chat here. All right. Got chat in front of me here. I got you guys all in front of me here on the phone, so I can see all the members of the jury and all those emojis you'll be spamming. And just to give everybody, especially the members of the jury, a quick little update, coming next year, I am going to be pretty much refreshing replacing most of the emojis and replacing those with some new emojis for the year. We're going to be doing that with the loyalty badges too. We're going to keep some, so not all of them are going to go away, but we're going to replace them just to kind of liven up and freshen things up for the new year. And we got a lot of other exciting stuff going on, but just wanted to share that with you. So enjoy the last of some of those emojis, because we could possibly be retiring some of those at the end of this year. And we actually added a new one. Okay, shout out. I believe that is, we've nicknamed it the what is it? The Lube Life emoji. All right. And if you know, you know. All right. So let's get started here. Got chat in front of me. Hey, what's up, DJ Darren? Glad to see you here in chat, my man. All right. Let's get started with that video. Like I said, let's just get everybody kind of up to date. And like I said, if you saw this yesterday, we're just going to watch a couple of minutes of it, which is literally the arrest video or footage that like I said, a local media agency, and this is now, for some of you that are just joining right now, this has taken place in the state of California. As a matter of fact, in San Diego, or in the area of San Diego, because San Diego is a pretty large metropolitan area or city. So for some of you that were thinking, that are assuming maybe this was in Florida just because that was the last time you heard Hampton Brandon, where he was at, what he was doing, stuff was out of Florida. Nope, he is not in Florida. He was arrested out of the state of California. Just want to clarify that. Plus, you'll see it once we play the video. If you pay attention to the lettering on the side of the emergency vehicles, you'll see where it says, San Diego County, I think is what it said, but clearly you can see, obviously, it's not in Florida. So just wanted to clarify that. Let's get that video queued up. Give me just 1 minute. Here we go. All right, so let me just share the channel here so we can shout them out here. The link that I'm going to be posting is going to be the one that takes you directly to the Hampton Brandon clip here that we're going to be watching, just for your information. Shout out to the NIRL channel, and thank you for putting this clip out. All right. Let me just share this here with chat, and then we'll go ahead and get this rolling. Again, we're not going to, it's about a 13-minute clip. So if you want to watch from the beginning to end, you're more than welcome to. That's why I'm going to put this link here. But we're just going to watch the last couple of minutes where we see, Hampton Brandon being arrested. And then also we're going to get an update. There's kind of a quick little media update from somebody from the police force about what happened. So we'll listen to that. And then I will be breaking the news, as I promised you this evening, with some new information regarding this case. And that is going to be the current charges that Hampton Brandon is currently facing right now. I'll give you more information on what his bond information looks like. And we'll know when his next court date will be by the end of tonight's show. All right. So let's get going here. Thank you all for your patience this evening. Here's that link, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get this shared here. All right, here we go. Hey, gas is $4.79 in California. Right now in New Mexico, it's about $2.50 and cheaper. What up, old girl? Hello, Zingbot. What up, Alfred, aka Bumblebee? Joe G, welcome. Sunflower, hello. Since we got a little quiet time here, I'll do some shout outs. Crunch Truck, welcome. I see you. Hello, my friend. PT, hello. And yo, welcome, my friend. Oh no, good to see you. Alan Kramer, hello. Sorry, I lost my spot here. Minnesota Dave, welcome. Tammy, welcome. Good to see you. Flash, good to see you, my friend. Easy Rider, hello. Let's be honest. Good to see you, my friend. N64 Galore, hello. Super Roofer, good to see you, my friend. Can we get a squat bear cat emoji? Let me write that down. I'll have to look that up. Three Betancourt, good to see you. Big Rat, what up? All right, I think I got everybody, and if I didn't, I apologize, but welcome, everybody.
Hello?
Well, there you go. That is a verification for sure that is Hampton Brandon, a.k.a. Brandon Grosso, in the flesh.
Okay, sir, if you would, please tell us your name, spell your last name, and your position.
Yeah,
it's Adam Sharkey, Sharki. I'm a lieutenant with the San Diego Police Department.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell us what happened this morning?
Yeah, so this morning about 1 o'clock, San Diego Police received a text to 911. Let me try that again. This morning, just before 1 o'clock, just after 1 o'clock, the San Diego Police Department received a 911 text, so a text to 911 that said that somebody felt threatened and they were being held hostage in an apartment here in the Claremont Mesa neighborhood. So police arrived, they began investigating. They gathered additional information that corroborated that someone was being held against their will inside the apartment here. They tried negotiating to get that person out safely. At around 3:30, that person did come out safely. At about 4 o'clock, the suspect then surrendered. That suspect has been identified as Brandon Grosso, Grosso. He's being arrested for false imprisonment, among other charges. And I also believe he's being arrested for committing a felony while on.
Okay, and this individual, you guys are aware that he's some sort of influencer. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I can't get into those details at this point.
An influencer.
There's information that we're still working on as part of this investigation. Obviously, he was just taken into custody a few minutes ago. We still have to conduct the investigation into the false imprisonment. This may be domestic violence incidents, so we have to investigate the domestic violence aspect of this. So still very early in the investigation. The good news is everybody is safe. The suspect is in custody, and the neighborhood can get back to them.
Okay, you said false imprisonment, so she wasn't being held with. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so false imprisonment is a criminal charge under 236 of the California Penal Code, where somebody's being held against their will. So false imprisonment is just I guess, the legal term for it.
I was confused. I thought it wasn't legit. Her claims weren't legitimate.
Yeah. So there's no. So someone being
okay.
held against their will, and then obviously there's some nuance as far as being held hostage. There's a separate section for being held as a human shield. That doesn't seem to be the case here. It appears to be someone who's being held against their will in a domestic violence type incident, where everybody is safe. Now, what kind of force or fear was used as part of that false imprisonment? That's part of the investigation.
Okay.
Now, he was thought to be armed at one point. Have you found any weapons yet?
So the Special Weapons and Tactics team and the emergency negotiators were called out because this was deemed to be a potential hostage situation. SWAT team officers are currently inside, rendering the room safe, making sure there's nobody else inside the apartment. And then if there's a need to search or obtain a search warrant, things like that, that'll take place. But we're still very early in that process.
Can you give us the address? Do you have an address?
I don't have it handy. I can give it to you once we're off.
Anything you'd like to add, sir?
No, I think we're good.
Thank you. Was the female injured?
I don't believe so.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And what was his
All right. So just give me 1 second. Let me just get logged in here to my next thing here I'm going to share with you guys. All right, there we go. So let's remove that. All right. So again, that's a 13-minute clip that channel has of what appears to be from a local news media agency that was there filming this live. It's 13 minutes. We just played about the last 5 minutes of it. I put the link in there if you want to catch that clip. As far as its full entity, you're more than welcome to, of course. And then I think most of it is just gonna. I don't remember actually what the beginning of it was, but pretty much where I start is where you actually see Hampton Brandon actually, coming out in custody. So that's why I started it right from there. Then, of course, at the end, you get the update, the media update from the law enforcement official there, kind of a preliminary update. So what we heard from him was mentioning something about false imprisonment charge. Okay, so we heard that. They said something about a felony charge. I didn't catch what he said. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to take a look at exactly what the Hampton's being charged with now, okay, because they've booked him into jail. As a matter of fact, they booked him in last night. I think it says around 7-something p.m. According to that officer, it sounds like he surrendered yesterday evening around 4 o'clock. And the 911 text, it wasn't a call, it went through as a 911 text, appears to have came through at around 1 a.m. And that's kind of the official time as when this incident started. So it sounds like it was almost a full day incident from 1 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Hampton was finally booked at around 7 p.m. Okay. So we're going to take a look at here in about a minute or less the charges that he's currently facing. It's also going to tell us exactly what his current bond amount is, total bond amount from all the charges he's facing. So if somebody wanted a bond amount, essentially, if it's a what they call surety bond, surety, tomato, which means, he can be bonded out through a third party or bonding agency. That usually is going to be about a 10 to 15% charge of what the total bond amount is. Okay. Now, if it's a cash only bond, then it has to be cash only. So it means that it has to come from can't be from like a bonding company. That has to be somebody paying that full amount, no 10%. Okay. So we'll learn if it's a cash only bond or if it's going to be, a bond that he can bond himself out or somebody else can bond him through a bonding company. We'll learn the total amount of bond. And then we'll learn what exact charges he's facing. And then we'll take a look and see when his next court date's going to be, which I imagine if he was booked yesterday, being today was, yeah, or the 15th. Yeah, yesterday. I don't think he got a rain today, but if he didn't today, most likely it's going to be Monday. So we'll take a look and see what's happened since he's been booked in jail. Okay, so let me get that queued up here. I believe it was 1 a.m. till 4 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard 4 p.m. That's my apology. I mean, it makes sense. It's still dark, but, it does get dark late, but not at that time. So that makes sense. Yeah, 4 a.m. then. So thank you for catching that. So I thought I heard around 4, but I assume 4 p.m. So 4 a.m. does make more sense, but I know he was booked because I already took a look at that the booking sheet around 7 p.m. Good catch, my friend. All right, so let's get that pulled up here. This is going to be coming from, again, this is all public information as always. This is information that you can also access. So if you want to fact check anything that I'm doing this evening, you are more than welcome to. We are going to be currently accessing the San Diego Sheriff Department website, which allowed us to do like an inmate search, what you've seen us do, like what we did with the Tulsa, jail when we do the inmate search on Ski Mask Andy. So something similar to that. So when you do that, let me show you what I'm looking at. You'll see something kind of like this. Now, I've already put in his information. Oops, let me bring it to the stage. I'm sorry. There we go. You'll see something like this. Now, I've already put in Brandon's information. I've already clicked on his name. So I've gone through like 2 pages, and then that takes us to here. Okay. So this is going to be your, like, pretty much your booking sheet. I call it also like a docking sheet, court docket sheet, but pretty much it's just going to tell us exactly more or less what charges he's facing and the bond information. Okay. So let's take a look at this together, shall we? If you are looking at this through your phone, I recommend, if you can't see anything right now, let me show you a little magic trick. I promise it'll work. Take your phone like this, flip it over like this. There's a little button on the corner of the screen that allows you to go to full screen mode on the YouTube app. Hit that, and boom, you're going to see, I promise. All right. So let's read this together. All right, so this is showing at the top. This information is current as of today. All right, that's great. So here we have the personal information. Again, all public information for Hampton Brandon. Most of this information we already heard when the law enforcement officer was giving his update. It looks like he's being currently housed in the San Diego Central Jail. All right, that is in the city of San Diego, Los Angeles. LA. All right. Or excuse me. San Diego, California. Excuse me. Jeez Louise. My geography is horrible. City of San Diego, state of California. Excuse me. All right. So there's your arrest information. Arresting agency was the San Diego Police Department. He was booked yesterday, December the 15th. Time booked, 7:52. Now, maybe that could be AM, all right? So, because if he got arrested at 4, if he got, arrested at around 4 a.m., I don't think they would have just been driving circles around till 7 p.m., right? So let's assume that's 7 a.m. now that we've been corrected about his in custody time. So I'm assuming that's going to be 7:52 a.m. And actually, if they are using military time, which it does look like they are, I think that would make sense. That would be the AM time. All right, so let's go to bail information. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bail status. Woo! $150,000. All right. Now, it doesn't say anything as far as what type of bail it is. I'm going to assume that they're going to allow him to, bail out with the bailing agency or bonding agency. So assume 10% of $150,000. Do your math. I think that's what? $15,000? It's a lot of cheese. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get a pen and pencil and a sheet of paper, I'll give you some time. But these are the current charges that Hampton Brandon / Brandon Grosso is currently facing. And as you can see, 3 of them each carry a $50,000 bail amount. So let's start from the top. It looks like we have 1 charge of assault, prison, or something like that. Assault on a person with a firearm. Yeah, that's a pretty serious one. That's going to be a felony. That carries a $50,000. Yeah, all the times are in military time. There you go. I can already see it there. So that carries a $50,000 bail amount. And it looks like he is going to be arraigned on the 19th. So what's that? Today's the 16th. Sunday's the 17th. That's Tuesday. So it looks like Mr. Grosso will be in court next Tuesday. Looks like a 1:30 in the afternoon hearing. So we've got one charge, which is a felony charge. That's an assault on an individual with a firearm. It looks like we have two charges of carrying a loaded firearm in a public place. Now, the reason I'm assuming that as two, and maybe I'm incorrect, okay, and I'll look into this, is if you look under where it says charge at the top, there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. And if that's the case, damn. Yeah, I'll look into that. But let's assume that is the amount of charges, because that's what I'm reading here. So we've got the first charge, the felony, that's one charge. Then it looks like he's got a charge, the carrying the loaded firearm in a public place. We don't know if that's just one or, according to this, possibly two charges. That's a misdemeanor. Then we've got the false imprisonment with violence charge. That is a felony. That looks like it's one charge. That comes with the $50,000 bail amount. Then we have the, looks like a battery on a ex-spouse. That's going to be a misdemeanor. That looks like that was two charges, according to what I'm seeing here. And then we've got the felony on bail, which is probably having to do with him being a felon and him committing these other charges, which is a felony. That comes with a $50,000 bail amount. And that's most likely why that makes sense that it has three charges. So let's just assume what we're seeing is correct. If what I'm reading is correct, then that would mean he's facing 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 charges. Holy moly. Now, let's just assume that that's not correct, and each one of those is just one charge, he's still looking like he's facing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm pretty sure it's 9 charges, not 5. And here's another thing we're going to take a look at this evening. Mr. Grosso, and specifically in the state of California, has a pretty extensive criminal history record already. So when it comes to sentencing time, he's looking at some serious trouble. I mean, now that I'm looking at what charges he's looking at, I'll have to put all these together. I'm going to have to take a look at and see what charges he has for all of the state of California, because they are going to be looking at that since this happened in the state, especially with the felony charges, and see exactly more or less, how many, past charges he has of something similar to this, because that's going to make a lot of impact on what he's going to be looking at sentencing if he's got a repeat of some of these charges he's currently facing. And even if it's not a repeat, the fact that he may have past felonies, which I'm sure he does in the state of California, that's going to make an impact on his sentencing either way. There was looks like what was a post that was also shared through, I believe, I saw this through the IP2 community forum, but I'll share this with you and we'll read it together. But this looks like it comes from his ex-girlfriend, Maya, which if some of you are familiar with the past, old school Hampton Brandon, that was one of his female friends. Well, it was, his girlfriend at the time. That he used to bring on stream. She was from New York, if I wasn't mistaken, and she would visit him in California sometimes, is when I would see her on his streams. So we'll take a look at that. Looks like, that gives you, some of you, especially if you're not familiar with this character, give you a little bit of insight and light on this individual. Let's see here. So current charges was what we're looking at. Looks like all these are going to be heard at the same courthouse at the same time, same date. That'll be December 19th, 1:30 in the afternoon. And as of right now, that looks like that is all the information that is available on this docket sheet / booking sheet, whatever you like to call it. So, again, I will try my best to see if I can get any audio or video footage from that arraignment coming up next Tuesday. And at the very minimum, I will start to put the FOIA request for the police incident report in regards to this case, because I have a feeling this is going to be going on for a while, and it's definitely going to be something this channel will be investigating, and it'll definitely be going on in the next year. Because I have a feeling this individual is going to be facing some pretty serious prison time at this point. Again, I can't speak for the state, the judge, anybody else, but that's just based on what I'm seeing, my experience in this field, and it's pretty much common sense. All right. What up, Stick? What up, Aiton Woodsman? I'm not sure if I already said hello to Kevin, but if not, hello, Kevin. Julia, welcome. I don't know if I already said hello to Let's Be Honest. I think I did, but just in case I didn't, hello, Let's Be Honest. Sweet and Sassy, welcome. Chicken Yale, welcome. All right, so let's continue. What up, Cat Crazy? Welcome. All right. So what did I want to show you next? So we've showed the charges. Let's look at some previous charges, as a matter of fact, and then we'll just end the breaking update this evening with sharing that what I believe was like probably, I don't know, we'll see here in a bit, but I'm assuming it's a comment or a post from some social platform from Maya, who was his ex-girlfriend at some time in Hampton Brandon's life, and is somebody that, like I said, if you've been following him from back in the days, you'll know exactly who that is. So that'll give you, like I said, a little insight onto what she has to say, what she experienced with her relationship with him, and some of the DV stuff she talks about. Let's see here. So let's go. Give me just a minute, because I'm gonna have to queue up the channel that has the clip that I want to show you. That's going to talk about some of his previous charges. What up, John Jacobs? What up, Slick X? Yeah, the firearm charges are pretty interesting. Like I said, I'm sure we'll find, I hope, that's why I really want to get that arraignment info, or at the minimum, the incident report, because we'll learn a lot more from that. So, all right. Hello, Marie. Good to see you. All right. So let me get this queued up. I'd recommend, if you need to take a potty break or you need to get a refill on maybe your adult beverage. I'm sipping on a hot chocolate. Well, I call it a hot chocolate, but it's just Hershey's cocoa and milk, and then I heat it up in the microwave. That's my version of a hot chocolate. But cheers to all my friends this evening. And yeah, give me about a minute to get that queued up. So if you got some things to do, hey, take a minute to do it. Cat Crazy! Thank you so much, Cat Crazy! I appreciate your support, my friend. Cat Crazy has just gifted 5 memberships to the jury. So, welcome to all the 5 new members of the jury. And thank you so much, Cat Crazy, for your continued support, my friend, and gifting those 5 memberships. This gavel slam, my friend, goes out to you. And, as always, spam them if you got them, my friends. All right. So, all right. Oh, yeah, I was going to get those. Let's get that video queued up. Sorry, got a little distracted. Okay. So let me send that link to myself really quick. I'm sure there's probably easier ways to do this, but unfortunately, I have not figured it out yet. So bear with me for a second. Okay. All right, just share that to my email. So I go here. I go here. Okay, it should be in now. There it is. Click on that. What's going on here? There it is. Ah, there it is. I was wondering what it was doing. Sorry about that. I'm starting to just like close tabs everywhere, trying to figure out where that was coming from. All right, let's try this again. So this should be on my history. There it is. All right, so let me share really quick the link to this channel here. So shout out to this channel. I believe it's the Review Anything. Give me 1 second to give you the Review Anything Tech Show. So shout out to them. Let me give you the link to this clip, and then we'll take a look at it together here. What up, Ben Calder? All right, there's the link to this clip that we're about to play. And let me get this queued up now. Thank you for your patience. All right, got it to stage. All right. We've got, let's see, I don't know how to pronounce your Disobey, I think. Welcome. And then we've got Hate Goes Here. Welcome to the show. And Chicken Yale, welcome. All right, here we go. I'm going to get this in full screen mode for you here in a second. Don't worry. Just 1 second here. There it is. All right, here we go.
Hampton Brandon, the live streamer who's been banned from Twitch and now banned from YouTube. And I was able to look up his criminal history in Los Angeles County specifically. Streamer who's been
give me just 1 second. This was actually, believe it or not, this may also not even be current either, okay? I'll tell you why. This video was put out 5 years ago. So keep that in mind, okay? This was as of 5 years ago. This is his record then. That's why I need to see exactly what other new charges he's gotten, because he's been in other counties and other cities in the state of California as well. I believe a lot of these are going to be out of the, city of Los Angeles, when he was hanging out there with ICE and the crew for, most of his live streaming career when you saw him on the IRL scene. Then he picked up charges in Florida, which I would assume, especially felony charges, those would still be considered, with anything having to do with sentencing, even in the state of California. And that I still need to look up into. But like I said, just the state of California, he's got an extensive criminal history record. And again, this is just from 5 years ago. So just please keep that in mind. All right. I will shut up and I'm not even listening to this yet. So we're going to be listening to this together for the first time, or at least my first time. And I'm sure for a lot of you. So I believe this was James Worley. Shout out James Worley for sharing this clip or channel to the show. All right, so let's go. Start here.
About Hampton Brandon, the live streamer who's been banned from Twitch and now banned from YouTube. And I was able to look up his criminal history in Los Angeles County specifically. And I think he's from New York, but New York records, you have to pay to see them. And I didn't want to, honestly, it's not worth my time. But his real name is Brandon Grosso. I was able to find that he's been arrested in Los Angeles County 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 times. And Los Angeles County does not show what the original charge was. It just shows the level of it. And everything he's been arrested for has been a misdemeanor so far. But this was on February 12th, 2016. He was released the same day. Misdemeanor, bail, $1,500. Next arrest was on May 8th, 2016, was released the next day, May 9th. Misdemeanor charge, no bail. And the actual outcome of this case was available too. Looks like he was sentenced to probation in this. His third arrest was on March 11th, 2017. Spent 2 days in jail, released on the 13th of March. Bail, $50,000. So that must have been a serious charge there. His fourth arrest was on August 9th, 2017. Released 3 days later on August 11th. $11,500 bail. Next arrest was on September 24th, 2017. Released 3 days later again on 9/27/2017. No bail in this case. I'm not sure what's going on here. One of these was like a citation, so it wasn't that big of a deal. If you go a little bit below this, they show whether or not it's a citation or a case. And then his final arrest in Los Angeles County, at least, was October 20th, 2017. Released the next day, $1,000 bail. Someone said online that he was arrested for domestic violence or something like that his ex-girlfriend filed. I'm not sure which of these cases was that, but this is the only one that has a large bail. His third arrest with the $50,000 bail is pretty significant, so it's nothing super minor. But I looked up Clark County in Las Vegas because I know he was getting into some issues there recently, but there's no criminal history or record of him being arrested in Clark County. No court case either. And then, like I said, New York State, you have to pay to see their record. So it's not worth my time. But I figure I just put together this little video to show you guys what I was able to figure out just with public records. These are entirely public, free to access. So it's totally legal for me to put this stuff up. Again, arrested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in Los Angeles County alone. So, yeah, this guy needs to get his shit together.
Well, there you go. So according to that clip, and again, this was 5 years ago, it sounds like he's got 6, he's been arrested 6 times, okay? So give me about a couple of days to put together as much as I can of his arrest record in the state of California, and that is going to give us a good and probably better idea as far as what possible sentencing he may be facing with the new charges he's picked up as of yesterday. I also need to see how they treat felonies in the state of California. And again, I need to I need to see as far as if he also has but if he has any current criminal history record out of the state of New York, where he is originally from, and out of the state of Florida, where he's also resided. So we've got a little investigating to do, but again, with FOIA requests and public records, this is something that, is available to anybody in the public to do. You do have to give some personal information. It does take some time and patience, but it is your given right as an American citizen. All right. So we've learned a little bit about his past criminal record in the state of California. Again, this was just going to be a breaking news update this evening, so I wasn't planning on doing any type of a long stream. I didn't have much info to update you on except for the update on the new charges. Again, this is just stemming from him being arrested on yesterday, okay? So Tuesday, when he has his arraignment, we'll hopefully learn a lot more. And then, of course, once I can get the FOIA request for his police incident report, we'll get all the details on what happened. And then I'm going to pretty much officially say we will be investigating and covering the Hampton Brandon court case. All right. So again, that's probably not probably, it will be going on to next year, possibly even the year after that. Who knows? Most of y'all that have been following this channel since its inception, or at least when we started with the court coverage channel, you've seen how a lot of these cases go. I mean, when did we start covering Controlla? It's almost, I think we're going to be going into a year if we go into March, all right, which we almost did because their sentencing is in February. So you can see how some of these things can go a year or longer. Look where we're at with Ski Mask Andy. So I'm pretty sure with the type of seriousness of charges that this individual is facing, that this is definitely going to go on to probably a couple of years, maybe. Again, I'm not a fortune teller, but the crystal ball has been pretty good. All right, so I want to end this evening, let's see here, with sharing that comment or post from Maya, his ex-girlfriend. Let me get that pulled up again. That was something I got linked to and from the IP2 community forum, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Let me just share that with myself again. I apologize. I'm a little, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I guess I need to be more tech savvy is what it is, but let's see here. I'm pretty sure I can share this. Ooh, outdated browser. What? This is a new phone. Well, anyway. Oh, maybe I got to do an update. Who knows? All right. Well, it's copied. That's all that matters. Let me compose an email. There we go. Paste. Send it. All right. Give me a minute, and then we'll get this queued up, and we'll read this post together. What up, Tommy R? Tommy IRL. Sorry, I just called you by your name, but I know who you are. Welcome to the chat. We've got Melissa Turds. Welcome. I love the name. Magic 6. Sorry if I said that wrong. Hey, we welcome haters too, so appreciate the view. And let's see. We've got Jeep Nals. Welcome. Tommy, you ramble too, dude. But I will say this. I was a fan of your IRL at the mall. That was very funny. Like that one. All right. So, yeah. Oh, John Jacobs. You know what? I think somebody actually shared a link. That's going to be, I think that's actually from which clip channel was that? I think actually just did a little expose on that whole SJC. And I think there's actually, remember I was telling you guys that he got, he had an encounter with the police the other night, but I don't think he was he was detained. I think he was detained. I don't think he was arrested and put in custody. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw some type of clip or something where he was on one of these other Kick streamers live streams, just I guess would have been after that said incident. So obviously wasn't arrested. But I believe he got in some more trouble with his family. So we'll take a look at that before we end the show tonight, because I think somebody sent me a clip regarding that. I'm just trying to remember. Damn, what clip channel is that from? I'll see here in a second. I'm having a brain fart. All right. So I got that already sent to me. Let's read this. Let's read this this post together. Let me just pull it up here. What happened to my damn inbox? There we go. It's been a while since I've used my inbox tonight. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Just brings it right up. All right, let's do that. Share this tab instead. All right, let me see if you guys can see this. Here we go. All right, so there we go. We're on the IP2 community forum, and I'll just read this with you guys. So again, if you can't see this, because if it's a little too small, no worries. I'll read it together with you all. Was it Litoris? Is Clip Channel? Thanks, Super Roofer, if that was it. I thought it was what the? And we've been even featured on their Clip Channel. Gosh, I'll remember here in a second. But yeah, we'll look into that. We'll see what they got going on. That way we can see what happened, because I was curious. Yes, this is from Maya. Yes, Kevin, correct. So let's read this together. Let me just go straight to the actual email here so I can see what I'm reading. All right. So again, this is an ex-girlfriend of Hampton Brandon's, and this reads, "This is Maya, and it's my turn to speak. I'm setting the record straight. I'm not a drug addict, I'm not abusive, and I never wanted to be any part of Brandon's streams. His slandering of my name could affect my career and future relationships. I didn't want it to go this far, but he has taken it there. I do not intend to press charges against him, but I have proof of his extensive physical and mental abuse, including photos, videos, and witnesses. According to the Bushido Code of traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu, one should not attack first. I am only human. I'm wrong for slapping him in response to his verbal attacks, but verbal attacks are not the only ones that I endure. The scratches on his neck are a product of self-defense. I only meant to get him off of me, but my nails are very long and they caught his skin. The night that I scratched his neck, he punched me in the head, slapped me in the face twice, scratched my neck and chest while ripping my grandmother's necklace off of me, threw me on the ground when I was trying to leave his apartment, etc. I am currently experiencing immense pain on the entire right side. I am currently experiencing immense pain on the entire right side of my body from him repeatedly throwing me on the ground. He has threatened to beat and kill my own brother and other members of my friends and family many times, has robbed me multiple times, broken 3 of my phones by throwing and then stomping on them, destroyed my car's dashboard and other property during his tantrums. Once his grandpa had to hold him back from beating me to death because he couldn't find his ID. I have nothing but love for this human. But after 3 years of being told that I'm worthless, ugly, slutty, unintelligent, that he'd rather fuck strippers, and then contradicting himself by telling me how much he loves me, that I'm his girlfriend and he wants to have children and a future together, I can't let it slide anymore. His mood swings are unmanageable. As far as the Xanax, I do not take it. I'm prescribed Klonopin and see a psychiatrist regularly. I usually don't even finish my script. One reason I see my psychiatrist and therapist is to cope with the trauma that Brandon has put me through. I've developed recurring nightmares caused by the situations he has put me through. I could sue him for slander if I wanted to, but that takes it to a level which I hope to avoid. I love Brandon and I'm sorry to expose him, but I care too much about my career and life to let him ruin it. So the one thing I can tell you is I don't know exactly when this was published by Maya herself. I don't even want to guess if it was, this relationship steps from a long time ago. But obviously we've got an idea from her, an ex-girlfriend, from her describing some experiences she's had in reference to DV, which if you heard the officer that was giving the update to the media, he mentioned that this was a DV-related incident. The 911 text call was for, an individual being held against their will. What did they say at first? It was for, held hostage call. And I guess we're going to learn what else, stemmed from that night, because, you can see from the multitude of charges that they're charging him with, there's a lot more than just, false imprisonment that happened that evening. All right. So let me get that off of here. Let me go here. All right. So that, again, was just something I wanted to share with you guys off the IP2 community forum. Oh, yes, let's see what's going on. As far as, Hampton Brandon, that's pretty much all I have. The breaking news update was going to be updating you all on the new charges he's facing from yesterday's incident. And we already gave that update. If you're just joining us now, please feel free to rewind this VOD, and you'll see exactly where I went to see what charges he's facing. Again, that's public access that any of you can access yourself if you want to fact check me. Let's move on to see what happened with SJC. So I think it looked like the channel that I believe was covering some of this was the one that Super Roofer threw out. So I can never say his channel right. I think I've always said Litoria. I don't know. I can't say it right, but definitely an old school clip channel for sure. Let's go back to YouTube. I know I'm actually subscribed to them from way back. Let's see. Let's see if I am. Yep, here it is. Ice Poseidon, SJC versus cops. All right. Let's see. All right. So it looks like what they're going to show you on this clip channel, and again, Super Roofer, thank you for shouting them out, is going to be two parts. So one part, that was the one part I've seen, but I didn't have a chance to show you guys. Awesome. So now we get to look at it. So especially if you haven't seen this before, but I know on yesterday's update, I talked a little bit briefly about it, but I think for some of you that were there yesterday, you heard me mention a little bit about SJC being at least detained. I don't know what further happened from that, but you do see him in the vid, and we're actually going to see what happened. It actually came from his own live stream. It's clipped off of this clip channel, and then there also, what I didn't have a chance to see, we're going to fast forward a little bit through the other clips, is going to be, I guess, an altercation he got with his family. So that's something I haven't seen. This first part I have seen, but I wasn't able to share it with you guys because I couldn't find the clip yesterday. So without further ado, what I was kind of telling you a little bit about yesterday, here's the actual clip from that. And then I'll fast forward to the part, like I said, that I haven't seen yet, which is, I guess, the apparent altercation everybody's talking about between his mom, Linda, pretty much, which Linda, for some of you that have been following this channel for a while, Linda was actually here on one of our panel shows when we were covering the Gamble court case, which had to do with her. So, and that's SJC's mom. So some of you may actually recognize her because you saw her on our panel, and you'll see her possibly in this clip. But that harassment between him and his family has been going on for years now. But and he's gotten in trouble before with them and the police. So apparently, I guess there was some other things that went on because he's currently back in Florida now. He lives in California. At least I think he still is. I don't think he moved back yet, or I don't think he got kicked out of the apartment. But last I followed with that guy, which has been a while, he was still at that little dirty closet apartment of his in, what is it, Chinatown, he said, or whatever it is, there in LA. But he is in Florida, apparently, and where his family resides, and is getting in some trouble again. So let's get that clip queued up here. And I'm going to play that first part, and then I'll just roll right in that second part. All right? Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Riri the Reducer? Oh, man, you guys are coming. I love the names. All right, here we go. Let me get this queued up. Here we go. Damn, 1,225 people watching him now on Kick. Well, that's a huge upgrade from his 5 to 10 viewers on YouTube.
Which one of you fucking weirdos swore to me? Are you fucking serious? You called the store and said I was gonna fucking hurt myself? Are you fucking serious? That guy pulled a gun on me. Oh my god, you guys are fucking pieces of shit.
Open it. It's a door, bro.
Bro, why do you want me to get banned, bro? Or like get arrested?
All right, so that was his one incident there.
No, it's
Let's
not,
fast
dude.
forward a bit here.
It opens.
I'm in my house. Get it.
It's my uncle.
Please, I've had.
Like she,
All right, please, I've had enough.
my mom bullies me for having autism. She enjoys bullying me. Like she gets off on this. She has to have some type of power over people. That's why she treats my uncle very poorly. Oh my gosh.
Justin,
Oh my
tell
gosh. Why are you acting crazy?
me. We're gonna have a problem. Get your ass out here now. We're gonna have a problem.
People are saying you have a.
I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I'm in my house. Get it off of me before I smash it on the floor. Get it off of me.
That's a $3,000 phone. You
Care.
can't afford it.
I don't care.
Call 911. She's threatening me. She has a, and she's naked in front of me.
Go. Go.
Oh, you just did that. You just did that. Why'd you just do that to my phone? Why are you doing? Why are you smiling?
Justin, you
I have to. I'm recording this for my own safety.
Get out.
She just cracked it.
Shut your mouth.
She can't.
Shut your
You owe
mouth.
me a new phone.
Shut your mouth.
Right, let me leave the house. You're keeping me a hostage. Stop. I need help. I don't trust them. I don't want to get shot. Oh no.
You better get her.
So this morning about 1 o'clock, San Diego police
Aw,
received a text
Billy.
to 911 that said that somebody felt threatened and they are being held hostage in an apartment here in the Claremont Mesa neighborhood.
All right, so shout out Latoris clip channel. I just posted the link to the exact clip that we were just playing. And thank you, Super Roofer, for posting that earlier. But I'll tell you, I've already had a personal experience with SJC myself, because the night that his mother came on the panel show, he took it upon himself to just have some, I don't know what you want to call it, but having nothing to do with that court case or anything. He, I guess, started his own stream that night as we were doing the panel show and was trying to make threats to people to, he was going to dox me and he was going to shut down the channel. And most of you, if you followed SJC or you know who he is, the guy I personally think suffers from some mental things. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. So I'm not going to sit here and say, what he, I'm not going to, try to diagnose anybody, but he certainly, what I don't agree with is that whole autism thing he does, because it's bullshit. I've actually seen a clip of him when he was actually in front of a judge and just played a whole bullshit card through this whole fake autism fit. And it was just disgusting, because especially the people that do, have autism, it's horrible to see somebody like this act like they do and then blame it on that. Okay. Because that's not fair to people that have autism to say, oh, just because I acted this way is because of that. No, you acted that way because you're an idiot. But he's got something going on up there. Again, like I said, I'm going to call it a wackadoodle, but I'm not a doctor. So Super Roofer with a $2 super chat that reads, the best part is coming towards end of video. All right. Well, let's see. Thank you for letting me know. I thought that was it. Like I said, I hadn't seen that second part. So let's take a look. Thank you again for your support, my friend. And this gavel slam goes out to you. Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what we got going on towards the end.
Neighborhood. So police arrived, they began investigating to conduct.
It's not. For you, you're being too loud. Let's go. That's it, boys.
They ran off to decay together.
He's getting the whole neighborhood. Met me for the it's like, hey, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, like, why you do that?
Sorry. He touched his balls.
Mo?
She probably doesn't have it on.
All right, here we go.
Oh, bro.
Here we go.
She's running from the police because she pulled a gun on me.
Get over there.
That's my mom.
I know.
Respect my mom, please, sir. She pulled a gun on me inside. She probably doesn't have it on her. She's nuts, but not that nuts. I would say she's probably like a 5. She's definitely not a 10, sir. Don't touch me. I'm on public property. Yeah, I'm autistic. You can't touch me.
Get your suitcase over there.
Don't touch me, please.
Justin.
Don't. You're in my bubble. You're on our property.
Justin.
You're
Go
trespassing.
get Justin. Your suitcase is over there. Your keys are in the bag. You need to go.
You're trespassing. You're trespassing. You're trespassing, sir.
Yes or no? Do you want him trespassing me? Yes or no?
You are going to send me to the hospital. I want you to
I'm gonna do it. Yes,
Get your suitcase.
I will.
Your bag.
I will go to grandma's.
I don't give a where
All
you
right.
go. Get your bag.
Don't do that to me again.
Get your bag.
Don't you dare pull it on me again.
You shut the
You're
fuck up.
f***ed
I
up.
do go get
Stop. Can you move your car, please? You're blocking my. I'm being detained. What am I being detained for? What am I detained for?
investigating a crime of aggravated assault.
Distance. You guys.
You know how famous I am. You see with the mask? Dumb and Dumber. Bruce Almighty. You haven't seen Bruce Almighty? Wow. Why are you bullying my mom? Why are you bullying my mom? Can we big actor, please?
Justin, I'm
Stop
telling you,
touching me.
you're gonna screw with the wrong person.
All right, so am I free to leave? Why? No, you're blocking my freedom.
You're not free to go. That's why.
Well,
Damn,
I'm trying
holy
to, I'm gonna
fucker
drive
there.
to the front. I'm just gonna
Holy
leave.
dude, that's all right. That's insane.
This is my property.
That
That's
pisses me
wrong.
off right
You're
there.
stopping my freedom of way. What you're doing is illegal. It's against my amendment rights.
You know how much
You shouldn't have
taxpayer
pulled it
money is
on me.
being
Boys,
wasted for
thank you
all
for the
this?
$50 donation.
I'm not Get in your car and shut up for once in your life.
Cam, can you talk to me?
Are you the sergeant?
I am.
Come over here, please.
I'm trying to leave. They won't let me leave. I want to leave. I want to go. They won't let me go. Thank you for the $100 donation.
Listen, you have not started your car.
It's on.
And make sure you come back with your dog and your 2 cats.
Chat, what the actual is going on here?
Hello? You should turn your car off if you're going to sleep like that. Your phone is on. You're live streaming for something.
What? This is my house.
That's okay. I'm just telling you in case, idiot.
Why are you insulting me now? Why don't you mind your own business, maybe? I'm not minding your business.
Wow. I'm almost speechless at this point, to be honest with you. That was just the most insane amount of waste of resources, police resources, I have ever seen in my life, I want to say. And I guess out of all that, nothing even happened to the guy after everything was said and done, apparently. But as we were talking a little bit about the autism excuse, didn't I not say? So there you go. Yeah, yes, if you're not familiar with him, I please, I suggest you highly listen to Julia Drums there. My recommendation. What up, SC? Chicken Yale. Okay, I think I already said what up, Chicken Yale, but if not, what up? I think I did, though. That a name I can remember. Kevin, not sure if I said hello. What up, Kevin? Seeing if I, Nightmare 8877, welcome. That's one I didn't say welcome to earlier. John Jacobs, not sure if I said hello to you earlier, but if not, hello. What up, Zooch? All right, cool. So, Scum A, hello. So Super Roofer, thank you for letting us know there was a lot more because I was just about to end it there. So I appreciate that, my friend, and thank you for your continued support. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's going to conclude tonight's breaking news update. Again, I was planning on doing a end of news court update or show tomorrow, but pretty much I was just going to try to cover more of the Hampton Brandon case. And being that we were given a nice bit of tip and information, and again, shout out RV Life with DJ Darren for that help. We were able to break some of that news actually a day earlier. So I'm going to say that I'll probably be scheduling something fun tomorrow, maybe an IRL type of show or stream versus, doing an end of week show, which, if we do like a walk and talk, we can still discuss court stuff. But hey, you never know. The weekend is not over. There could be another breaking news update coming up between now and the next court news update show, which if we don't do one tomorrow is going to be Wednesday when we do our midweek show. But for sure, we'll do something fun most likely tomorrow, whether it's like a walk and talk or a fun IRL. But before I say adios, I want to show you guys something. So I'm showing you the proof, all right? Monday is going to be the day where I'm going to be sending out the last of all these stickers. So everybody, you should be getting one if you've given me your information. Hopefully no later than Christmas. It'd be cool if you get it right on Christmas Eve. I don't think they deliver Christmas Day. But if you don't get it before Christmas, don't worry. You're probably going to get it the next day. But let me show you. Last batch. And now that I've sent all of them out, I don't want to dox addresses, so there you go. I still got some stickers left, okay? So if you're still interested in a sticker and you thought I may have ran out, I have not. I think I counted about 15 left. I may have a little bit more, okay? I had 50 of them. So again, thank you for everybody for all your support. There is no cost for them. I'm sending them out to anybody who'd like one. So if you are not one of the individual that requested one already and you'd like one, reach out to me through Instagram or through the channel's email, which let me show you what that is. Oh, and I even gave you guys a little extra bonus, Christmas little bonus in there, all right? I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but you'll see when you get it. All right, there is the channel's email if you prefer to communicate through email. And Instagram link is going to be on the main channel page. You'll see it on the top right-hand side. But yeah, that concludes this evening's show. So I want to say a big thank you for everybody for joining me on this breaking news update with NJCourts on the NJCourts TV court news station. Big shout out to all the members of the jury. Thank you guys for your continued support and for being here this evening. And I want to say a huge thank you to all the mods. Shout out to the mod squad. I want to say thank you guys for all your continued support, your help. And thank you guys, my friends. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday. Next week, we've got a few things going on. We've got Hampton Brandon's arraignment going on Tuesday. And then not next week, but before the month ends, we have on December 28th, that'll be the next court case hearing for Ski Mask Andy. So unless anything else happens between now and then, those should be the last two court cases we'll be covering for the end of the year. I do have a end of the year / party for the members of the jury that I'm going to be announcing here soon when that's going to happen. So members of the jury, keep an eye out for that. And Super Roofer, hold on. Super Roofer with the $2 shout out, or sorry, super chat that says, hold up. I'm holding up. In the meantime, Super Roofer, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. Go Girl has a clip. All right, let's see. Oh, no clip. Just saw a second interview before. Oh, yeah. No, I don't give. Yeah, I know about that. That's not any news. Sorry. But yeah, no, I mean, if you guys want to watch the first interview, that was kind of interesting. But oh, yeah, no, I heard that he had a second interview. But if you just want to see him gloat and shout out, be my guest. And there's the link. But appreciate that, Super. Thank you so much for your continued support. I'll show that link here. If you guys want to check that out, click on that. But that is not any breaking news. But for some of you, it may. So check out the link. All right. Is that clickable on your guys' end? If not, I'll share it on my end so you can click on it. Give me a sec. All right, let's see here. All right, cool. Let me share it here. So now, okay, it's clickable. Well, just in case it wasn't, there you go. All right. Oh, Joe G, you must have missed us yesterday. I'm not scared of no copyright strikes. I just don't give a shit about that channel. And like I said, if they already want to cry about me even shouting them out the first time you watched them, hey, I'll do them a favor. I won't even play their clip. Okay, there you go. Now I know you were Joe G. It's actually what it is. So if you want to watch one wackadoodle feed another wackadoodle's ego, by all means, click on that link. But Suproof, again, thank you for your support this evening, and I appreciate you sharing those links with us, my man. All right, everybody. So, everybody have a good evening. All right, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you on the next one. Like I said, I hope to have something fun planned tomorrow. And whether it's a walk and talk or just a fun, cool IRL, we'll do something fun. But, and like I said, maybe we'll have some type of end of news court update if something else comes up, which I always say, man, I don't think there is, but you've heard me say that. And then I think, honestly, I think we've even had a day where we had 2 breaking news updates, if I'm not mistaken. So shit happens, man. So I say keep those notifications on. All right, you guys. Hey, Rogue Nomad, have a great Christmas, man. You know what? This ending's for you right here. Love somebody, but I think you need to start by loving yourself first. All right, everybody. Have a nice evening. Don't forget to check your 6. Head on a swivel. And with the exception of whatever his name is, Rogue, Joe Matt, or whatever, love somebody else. He needs to love himself first. But everybody else, you guys are good. But I always encourage everybody to love somebody. All right, everybody. Peace. Have a nice evening. And as always, NJCourts is officially out. That was a good one. Of here. Adios, amigos. Let me just make sure I got everybody as far as shout outs. Again, thank you, everybody, this evening for your support. Welcome to all the new members of the jury. Cat Crazy, thank you so much for donating those 5 new memberships. Thank you for your continued support. Super Roofer, I appreciate all your super support. Hey, there you go. And everybody else, I appreciate everybody's support throughout this whole month. We, as of yesterday, thank you, Gogol Rodriguez. As of yesterday, Gogol Rodriguez helped us reach from 400 to 450 now on our goal for, let me show you guys here. Oh, there it goes. Oops. The MGL hearing in Georgia court case. So, Gogo Rodriguez, thank you again so much for your generous contribution yesterday, and to everybody else for all your generous donations and contributions towards this goal. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice evening. We'll see you on the next one. All right? Take care and peace.